Let's hit the field.
It is Tuesday, June 10th, and the Yankees were in Kansas City to take on the Royals at Kauffman Stadium. And Aaron Judge almost left Kauffman Stadium. Also had a big 3-run shot from Austin Wells, and Max Fried going for win number 9. My recap, your reactions coming up next. This is Pinstripe Territory.
Just wanted to talk, that's all.
All right. Game 1 of the series in the books, and a good night for the Yankees offense. 10-2 win, 16 hits, 5 RBIs from Austin Wells, and Aaron Judge just missed hitting a baseball out of Kauffman Stadium entirely. 469 feet. I'll admit, I did not expect an outburst like this tonight against a pitcher who came in with a sub-1 ERA, even if he was a rookie. He's been pitching great. We showed the metrics on the pregame show, but, the Yankees got to him, and they hung 6 runs on him. So his ERA jumped all the way up to 2.17. He skipped all over the ones. Anyway, rematch of the 2024 American League Division Series, and the Yankees once again dropped the Royals, who continue to have no answers for the Yankees. You might remember that Jazz Chisholm talked a little bit of smack in that ALDS, and he got booed severely in that series, and he got booed severely again tonight. I had totally forgotten about it, honestly, but KC fans did not. They were all over him. He actually got tagged really hard, almost got into a fight, had some choice words, and had to leave the game with a stiff neck. So hopefully he's okay. He's been swinging the bat pretty well. He made kind of a crazy throw at third base again, kind of cut Volpe off and chucked one way out of play. But before we get to the blowout win, we have some results for Giancarlo Stanton tonight in his rehab game, in case you missed it. He went 2 for 3. He had 3 RBIs. He had a single off the center field wall. Have you ever heard anything more Giancarlo Stanton than that? Single off the center field wall. He also hit a line drive over the shortstop. Look, if I told you any Somerset player hit a single off the center field wall, you would have known instantaneously it was Giancarlo Stanton, unless the guy fell down. It's like a modified version of that Lou Brown quote from Major League. You may run like Mays, but you hit like shit. Well, he may hit like Mays, but he runs like shit. But he did drive in 3 runs. They said on the broadcast tonight that he probably will not return this weekend in Fenway, which I don't know why. I mean, he mashes there, and he looked good tonight. So we'll see. But let's get to the game at hand.
All right, let's go. Let's get it going.
Aaron Judge got things started in the first inning. One of the longest home runs you will ever see. Way upstairs, indeed. Dave Sims on the call. I thought he hit the ball out of the stadium. It ended up hitting off the Royals Hall of Fame sign. I hit one in MLB The Show up there one time, and I remember thinking, well, that's pretty unrealistic. But Aaron Judge just did it in real life. 24th home run of the season. Watch out, Cal Raleigh. Aaron Judge is coming for you. 118 miles an hour off the bat. They showed the Bo Jackson home run during the game. It was his first home run, I believe, and he hit it 475 feet. And when Judge hit this home run, I was thinking that's up there where Bo Jackson hit it. Now, Bo's was over towards left center more, but still, same category. Anyway, absolutely crushed. Funniest thing is that Judge didn't even watch where it went. He swung, he hit it, he saw it was headed out, he knew it was gone, he could feel it. When you make contact like that, anybody who is a baseball player who has hit home runs before knows that you don't even feel it hit the bat. So when you see that trajectory, you felt the clean contact, he knew it was gone. He didn't need to look at it. No antics, no bat flip. The home run spoke for itself. No reason to show up the competition. That's why I love Aaron Judge. He's humble. He knows he's good. He's a gentle giant, but he just keeps getting better and better. Killer instinct. There's only one thing left for him to do, and that's to do it in October. Dominguez actually led off the second inning with a base hit against the lefty. Pop-up that dropped in. We'll take it. He had a couple of those tonight. He also hit some balls hard that were out, so that's baseball, Susan. That's how it works out. But he did have 3 hits tonight. Royals got a run back courtesy of a RBI ground out by Jack Caglione, who was making his Kauffman Stadium debut. That guy takes a damn cut at the baseball. I'm looking forward to watching his career unfold for the next few years before he gets traded to the Dodgers. DJ LeMahieu swung the bat well today. He also played great defense today. His legs finally seem to be under him. He looks great. But, you know, I'm going to remain skeptical that he can stay healthy for the whole year because we haven't seen it, but encouraging signs lately for LeMahieu, who's up to 277 with a 765 OPS. It's been a while since we've seen him put up those kind of numbers, even in a small sample size, and playing well at second base. Terrific at bat from Austin Wells in the fourth inning. Battled, kept fouling pitches off. Finally got a hanging slider from the lefty up and in and put it in the right field bullpen for a 3-run shot. Mustache ride. Steve Fontaine with the question, totally unrelated, says, what's your favorite episodes of Seinfeld? It's got to be the one where he was where George pulls the golf ball out of the whale's blowhole that Kramer hit in there. Perfect denouement. Anyway, Austin Wells' 11th home run of the season. We talked about on the pregame show that he typically heats up during the summertime. He's been doing it his whole career, including the minor leagues. He had a double tonight, 2-run double, so 5 RBIs. He's over 40 RBIs now on the season. And we'll highlight him a little bit more later on, but we could sure use a red-hot Austin Wells for a while. Yankees broke it open in the 6th inning, 1,000th career hit for Cody Bellinger. As I mentioned, Jazz threw one away. Volpe doubled tonight. But all in all, a really good night for the Yankees, and they win a nail-biter 10-2.
Ball game over. Yankees win. Yankees win.
All right, so Rayward says, Jazz has to not pull this BS of getting stupid injuries when we need him to be in shape for the summer. Even Goldie's staying healthy. Well, Goldie's always healthy. He plays 150 games a year. He's one of those guys just reliable, you know, like an old station wagon. But I think we got some belt hardware to hand out tonight. I'm seeing some mixed votes. We got some votes for Judge for just probably the length of that home run, and he had 3 RBIs. He had 2 hits. And we'll highlight him again in a minute, too, because I don't think we'd even talk about him enough. But tonight, I got to go with the man who had 5 ribbies, and that is Austin Wells. Second belt of the year for the mustachioed one, or one of the mustachioed ones. Yankees have a couple of mustaches this year. But now hitting 227, so it seems like just a week ago he was hitting around 200, so he's raised his average significantly, and the OPS is climbing, 770. He's got 11 home runs, 41 ribbies, so he's on pace for some pretty good numbers. I don't have his on-pace numbers in front of me, but we'll look him up next time we do that on-pace kind of segment. But he has turned it on for sure, and let's hope he keeps going. Again, we'll highlight him more in a minute. But first, I got to talk about another outstanding performance from Max Fried, who was tremendous tonight. I thought he was great. If you're just box score watching, you might not realize how dominant he was because he only struck out 4, and he did allow 2 runs, which is higher than his typical output or whatever you want to call it. But if you actually watched, you saw that he was in total control. Royals could not square anything up all night. We saw soft ground balls. I mean, how many little ground balls did they hit in front of the pitcher's mound? About 5 or 6? Little pop-ups, just weak contact, batter after batter. His velocity was up. His pitch count was down. He cruised deep into the game. He didn't even throw 100 pitches, and he completed 7 innings. Ground balls all night long, worked both sides of the plate. Now 9-1 with a 1.84 ERA. Outstanding. And in the absence of our ace, he has stepped in and completely dominated this year. And that's what impresses me about Max Fried. You know, nothing rattles him. He's automatic, and there's no drama, no fuss, just gets the job done. Somebody gets on base, he picks his ass off. Look, a lot of guys, especially pitchers, need an adjustment period when they put on the pinstripes. It's a different kind of pressure with the Yankees, the media, the expectations, the podcasts, fans like us dissecting every single pitch. Some guys get the big contract and you see them tighten up, or you see that first bad outing and they spiral for a month. Not Fried. Total opposite. Dodgers roughed him up, and he has gotten right back on the horse and started dominating again. He's having one of his best years, if not his best. He might win 20 games. He might start the All-Star game. He's absolutely in the Cy Young conversation at this point. I know Skubal is the favorite, but Fried is pitching great. And it's rare, honestly, to see a guy come in and look this reliable right away. And, you know, we almost forget we don't have Garrett Cole. You know, he was supposed to be the ace, but Max Fried has stepped in and filled those shoes perfectly. Fantastic job for Max Fried. Peter says Max is our ace. All of the outs were ground outs or strikeouts. Is that true? Juan Soto commenting in the chat. I didn't realize that. They might have said that on the broadcast, but I missed it. But hey, even more impressive. All right, so let's talk about the big guy, Aaron Judge, for a minute. I know he doesn't lead the league in home runs or RBIs right now, but I'm telling you this moment, June 10th, I am going on the record. He will win the 2025 Triple Crown. He's probably going to hit 370 plus, if not higher. He's on pace for close to 60 home runs. He's on pace for about 140 RBIs, which would be almost as many as he had last year with Juan Soto, the on-base machine, hitting in front of him. Imagine if this team had a consistent leadoff man in front of him this year. He might drive in 160, 170. I was talking to my guy, Ray Fonseca, who's going to be on the pregame show Friday, and we were saying tonight would have been a perfect night for Volpe to hit leadoff, but they keep running Goldschmidt out there in the leadoff spot against lefties. I'd rather see Goldschmidt in a RBI spot. You know, he picks up so many hits. Let him drive in some runs. But, hey, Judge through 65 games, hitting .396 with 24 home runs, a 1.267 OPS, 58 RBIs. People are saying he's the greatest right-handed hitter of all time. I can't say that because I haven't seen every right-handed hitter of all time, but I've been watching baseball for 37 years, and he's the best I've ever seen. I've never seen anybody this good. Bonds, as a lefty, was up there, but he was also on the juice. Let's just be real. Let's just have real talk. He was a .290 hitter with an average of 32 home runs per season from 1986 to 1998. That's a 12-year span. And then all of a sudden he turned into Godzilla, right? Miracle, right? But yeah, Aaron Judge is good, and he's having a historic season. 469 feet on the home run. And Austin Wells, last year from June 1st to August 30th, he hit .299 with a .388 on-base percentage, 11 home runs, and a .930 OPS. And he might be up to it again. 3-run home run tonight in the 4th inning, 2-run double. Maybe he's just a slow starter. We've seen that before. Some guys get out of the gate in a lackluster way. Giancarlo Stanton is typically like that. Mark Teixeira was like that. Didi Gregorius had some Aprils that were just, you know, an automatic out. Same for Gary Sanchez, and sometimes Gary Sanchez just never got hot. But, you know, Austin Wells could be one of those guys when it's all said and done. But 5 RBIs tonight, hell of a job, second belt, and I just wanted to give him a little shout out. Quick word from our sponsor, Harry's Razors, then we'll back. We've got 3 voicemails tonight. We got Brian, we got Tabor Talk, and we got Mary Beth. Back in 60 seconds. In baseball, as in life, it's all about having that extra edge, that little extra half second of a swing, the late break on a slider, or the grit to outlast your opponent on a hot afternoon. Same goes for shaving. Harry's gives you the edge where it counts. I tried the $5 trial set, and honestly, it's like the ace of my bathroom rotation. The handle's weighted just right, the razor is smooth, and the foaming shave gel lathers better than anything I have used before. I keep my beard tight around the jawline, clean edges, no irritation. Harry's handles it with ease. Even the packaging is big league. And their body wash, I've got the redwood scent. It's like a fresh cut field on opening day. Get the edge on your shave with Harry's Razors. Normally their trial set is $10, but right now you can get it for just $5 at harrys.com/stripe. That's harrys.com/stripe for a $5 trial set. So I'm looking more at the stats. And Tarik Skubal, I mean, he's got a 3.1 WAR as a pitcher, but his ERA is higher than Max Fried's. It's 2.16. He's thrown 83 in the 3rd innings. He got 105 strikeouts, so he's got more strikeouts than Fried, and he's got a lower whip. But right now, I think I would take Max Fried. I mean, Max Fried's pitched better. He got more wins, got a lower ERA. I mean, he's been super reliable. We'll see how it shakes out. I know a lot of the baseball writers love Skubal, and they want to see the back-to-back for the first time since Pedro But, all right, we got some calls here. Brian talking Fried.
Awesome performance from Fried. You just kind of like to see Jazz kind of get used to that internal clock over at third base. I know it's kind of a new position for him, but second time in about a week's time there where he actually kind of should have just ate a ball at third base instead of trying to make a miraculous play, 1 out of 100 play. Just kind of eat that ball in the future instead of throwing it away and maybe costing us a big inning. But besides that, this has been a great game, man. Let's go Yanks. Let's keep pounding it on.
I appreciate the call, and I agree 100% on Jazz. Some plays you just got to let your teammates handle. I mean, that was a play that Volpe scoops up, throws the guy out at first, 100% of the time. Well, maybe 98% of the time. Got a call from Mary Beth here.
Hey, Derek, it's Mary Beth, and it's top of the 7th. It's 10-2, and it seems like they must have listened to your podcast because The Martian is doing it. Wells is doing it. We knew that Fried would try. Fried would do it. Anyway, this is a good game, so let's enjoy it. No June swoon for us.
Let's hope we avoid it. We got a comment here about Dominguez from Gregory DM. Says, want to shout out Dominguez. Also 3 hits from the right side. And hit the ball hard a couple of times. The hits, 2 of them were soft. 1 of them was harder. But he's got the average up to 246. The OPS up to 742. Solid. Tomorrow, I would not expect to see him in the lineup against Bubic, who has been disgusting. I hope this gets his confidence up. You let him sit on it for a day, but I think Boone's going to sit him tomorrow. Got Tabor Talk here about Austin Wells.
Hey, Derek, this is Tabor Talk from the Catskills. I had to call you again because I left a message earlier. TK thought that Austin Wells was disappointing. I know you said you were hoping that he was going to get hot like last year, but unbelievable. Just ripped the double. And Austin Wells is it 5 RBIs? He has 5 RBIs, a home run, and a double. He's crushing it. Austin Wells. Who says he's not doing well? Come on. Let's go Yankees.
Appreciate the call. Yeah, Austin Wells, terrific night. I'm going to pull up Austin Wells' StatCast numbers just to kind of take a look. I wish they had a kind of like a StatCast metric for how many like battled at-bats you have, because he seems to have these at-bats where he fouls off a ton of pitches, even when he doesn't get a hit or doesn't, have a productive at-bat. He does seem to like foul off a lot of pitches and make the pitcher work. Take a look at his numbers real quick on StatCast here. I mean, very respectable. The fielding run value, obviously very good. Base running value just below league average. Batting run value slightly above league average. The exit velocity is over 90 miles an hour, almost up to 91. It's at 90.9. Barrel percentage is in the 67th percentile. Hard hit percentage in the 80th percentile. Bat speed in the 77th percentile. The thing that makes him so valuable is his defense, which is framing. Now, the ABS system is most likely coming to Major League Baseball next year. But it's not going to totally eliminate his framing ability because it's not like it's 100% automated. It's just going to be a challenge system. But look at his spray chart. I mean, this guy's got power to all fields, line to line. He doesn't hit a whole lot of line drives to this area, to left field. I think that's the one part missing. If he starts taking some of those outside pitches, like he struck out on a breaking ball away. I think if he sits on that pitch with 2 strikes, and just does what Cody Bellinger does, just kind of shorten up and poke it out here into left field with 2 strikes, I think he raises his average 15, 20 points. I really do. But another terrific, tremendous, outstanding night from Austin Wells. So that's where we're at. John Blome says Wells just needs to stop swinging at the first pitch and he'll be just fine. He does swing at the first pitch a lot. I've noticed that. And he has a lot of like 9, 10 pitch at bats where he fouls and battles pitches off. But hey, good night for him tonight. So that's going to do it for me. I made the rookie mistake of taking my melatonin before the broadcast, so my eyes are like drooping and I'm like about to pass out. But a little bit later than usual. But we're going to call it a night. Call into the voicemail. We'll do some more voicemails this week. And once again, Yankees win 10-2.
Ball game over. Yankees win. The Yankees win.
All right, we'll catch you tomorrow. If you made it this far, do us a favor, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and join our community. You can also be a part of the show by calling in at 718-899-1068. Also, part of the way that we maintain and fund all of this is through NYYDesigns.shop. Check it out now. Get all sorts of fun Yankees merch, hats, hoodies, zip-ups, beanies, mugs, you name it. We've got it. Check it out, NYYDesigns.shop. And check out Pinstripe Territory on all your favorite podcast platforms. We are the official Yankees podcast of the Foul Territory Network. We're here for post-game shows after every single game, and we're here before a lot of games to talk about the game, preview the lineup, the pitching matchups, and things like that. And we're here all off-season to talk about the latest in Yankees rumors, news, etc. Join our community. We'll see you next time.